The voting is underway in Australia's national election. Opposition Labour Party leader Bill Shorten is hoping to unseat incumbent Prime Minister Scott Morrison. If Shorten wins, he will be the sixth leader in 6 years. Mr. Morrison has only been in office for 8 months. This is likely to be a tight race, even a very tight race. But Australians don't seem to like either candidate, with a quarter of them saying that they didn't know who would make a better prime minister. There could be a record number of third-party votes, largely because Australia has compulsory voting. This is an election where neither of the two leading candidates are particularly popular. Can you tell us about the mood?
Well, I mean, that's not uncommon in Australian elections. We have compulsory voting, and so there isn't that kind of whipped-up frenzy about elections that you see in countries like the United States. Often it is that case that you're not voting for the leader either. We do pick our leaders from the party that comes through with the majority of seats in the election. So the campaigns aren't necessarily run around who's the most popular leader, and that's why often we do find that we don't have a most popular leader. We have just the better of two options, but it does mean that there's a lot less heat around elections, a lot less vitriol. This is probably one of the nastier elections we've seen, with the things that each side's throwing at the other. But in the grand scheme of things, most Australians are pretty politically disengaged. And so it's only around election time that we do decide who we want to lead the country. This election really has been interesting because we have the opposition leader who's been in power been in opposition for 6 years now, and survived 3 different prime ministers who were ousted by the Liberal Party. And the latest leader of the Liberal Party has only been there for about 8 months. And so it has been a hard road for him, but he has been very keen to make the case, and it's going to be very interesting today to see which party comes through. The polls have it coming through quite tight.